Hello everyone, I'm silentdeth, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die, Day 63. First, before we really get into things today, I wanted to show off our mining complex that I finished. And that's weird. Wasn't there before. Apparently there's a little bit of bug there. And this goes all the way down to the bottom. A little bit of a glitch with the water drawing right here. I don't know why. So we have a little spirally ramp that goes all the way down to bedrock. And I was mistaken when I first did this. I thought that we had not ran into any potassium nitrate, but apparently we have. It just looks different than it used to look like. And if I can find where that is, might be right here. Could have been right there. I don't know if there's any more. There it is, right there. That is potassium nitrate. So if we see any more of that, we know where to dig. But today we're going to do something a bit different. Yeah, here it is. Better shot of it. First off, between episodes, I've done a little bit of resource gathering and hunting for today's episode. I've also done a little bit of work over here, which is where we're going to be going. As soon as I get out of this very difficult to traverse water. We are now in Alpha 10.3b or something like that, which means we now have access to cobblestone. Quite nice. Probably be making use of that. Clear this area out, cut down all those trees except for one tree here, which did not want to get cut down. The chainsaw just passed right through it, so I introduced it to a little bit of TNT and that got rid of it, but left a little bit of a hole. So what we're going to do here is a bit of a farming area. There are 6 11 by 11 plots marked out here. We will have 5 farming plots and 1 defensive structure with a 3 wide road between them in each direction. And as you can see from my little survey stakes, they are not all level, so the first step is going to be to build the road so that we can use that as kind of a marker for how level they need to be. We'll probably make everything the height of that right there. So we'll just start building the road into that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do a time lapse or just a montage, but we'll have something like that while I get to building. I'm going to build the roads out of cobblestone, which means that we need whatever that is called. Cobblestone frame. So that and some sticks, which we should be able to pull off. We have tons of grass just laying around, and we'll get some more from digging on this. We'll be like excavating the dirt from over here and moving it to where we need to fill in. I'm going to do that, and then I'll be back to discuss the next part. Probably. Alright, we've got the road laid out, or the pathway I guess it is, not really a road. And now we're going to build our defensive structure, which is going to be in this little plot here. This is the center of the plot, so we'll be building it around that naturally. 1, 3 on either side, I think. Then just square that off a little bit. Maybe. Okay, let's see. A little bit there. That one. That one, and then that. Then we will need some blocks. These two. I've added a few new recipes. The adobe stuff. So we've got peach adobe blocks, white adobe blocks, adobe white ramp, the adobe tan ramp, the brick decayed tan, and a whole bunch of other white and peach adobe blocks, which I've just kind of, So you get peach by mixing tan with the red flower chrysanthemum, and you get white by mixing tan with more cement. Not particularly complicated to add those, so I thought it was a good idea. Let's see. Right about there's the center. Let's see, and we want to go. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 6, and 7. 3. Right. So there is that. We're going to have to add some more soil down, I think. Let's see. That'll be those 3, and then the 3 here. Going to do something like the bunker that we've done in a previous episode, or well, that we kind of tried out in a previous episode, but we did that one with stone blocks. Using these for this because I think this will look a little bit better. I hope it will look a little bit better. Okay, that'll be the base, and then we'll need, let's see, 1 block there, block there. And then we can start with the sides. So the ramp. And how many of these can I make? 15. No, you get more than one, I think. 48. That's quite a lot. And hey, that leaves us with a whole stack of those. I'm doing this all the wrong way. Worst possible way, in fact. So I think, yeah, this one should be the first one. There. Actually, let's go ahead and build this up that high. Might come back to that. Let's just keep building this. Or, no, we can go ahead and put down some dirt. Like there. Like there. Just kind of give it a little bit of a ramp part. That looks better, I think. We shall have to see. Let me just go ahead and place these blocks, and I will be right back once I've gotten the sides done. At least the first part of the sides done. Alright, the angle pieces are done, so we can do the roof part now. Set to there. Then we'll just come straight across here. Should have enough structural integrity to hold up all this weight. And we'll leave that open. Then for these, we have some iron bars. Don't know why that does not want to face the right direction. Guess it will now. So that'll give us a way to look out. And we'll have some ladders. Going to need more than that. Let's see. Wood. We'll start with this many. Let's see, we can place them underneath each other if we do it right. So we can just go up here. And let's take a look at this from a bit further away. Kind of imposing. Though I think I want to have another level up top for kind of a sniper tower. So that we can shoot like pretty much anywhere we want. And the entrance... I was actually expecting to have this a little bit higher. But I forgot about that bottom level there. There's really supposed to be a tunnel that's running underneath this, so it can go up from the bottom. But for now, we'll just kind of make a entrance. Maybe go down and then up. Or you could come down underneath this and go up. Either one of those would work. For now, let's just stick some ladders up here and we'll use them while we're building. If we can. For some reason, I cannot climb a ladder. Why are ladders so freaking hard to climb in this game? Maybe it was because of what I was holding? Still cannot get up. Okay, there we go. Now for the inside ladder part, I think I'm just going to use wooden things. And we'll leave the outside like it is. But we'll just have this go up. Not sure how high. But I can use the view from this. Probably at least so I have a good angle on that over there. So that's primarily going to be something we're going to keep an eye out on. Once we get the trees cleared out here, it'll be a little bit better. See, I think maybe one more level. Nope, a little bit more. It's going to be hard to get down. Unless I build ladders as I go. Or maybe I can just fall onto ladders. Nope, higher still. Almost out of those. Go one more level, and then we're out of blocks. Still not as high as I want, so let's make some more. That should definitely get us high enough. Where are we? A little bit more, I think, still. It's going to be a pretty imposing tower. Did not expect it to be this tall. I think we're good enough that once we get all the trees cut down, we'll have a good angle on all this. I'm not sure if you can jump onto ladders, so I'm not going to try it. But I will build up the sides and build these, build a ladder up, and be right back. I think I also might dig the tunnel out down to there, just so we can get inside easier. But I'll be back in a moment. The tower is finished. Let's take a look. We have a little tunnel here. Not very advanced design or anything. It's a straight up tunnel with a ladder to the first level. And then all the way up. Ooh, that's going to hurt. Again, I break my leg and it didn't even keep the freaking thing open. I think I may have to rearrange the thing of this door so that it opens the other way. Yeah, I probably need to change that so the hinge is on this side. Let's see, hatch. Oh, I did not know you could do them angled like that. I'm not even sure you can put... Well, maybe you can. Having them on the side would be interesting too. There, that will work better. And I hear some bad guys. Sounds like they're out in that direction. As long as they're not spider zombies, we should be okay. Need to get a sniper weapon made so that I can kill things better. Think I have... Oh, I do have a splint on me. Go ahead and wrap my leg up for like the 6th or 7th time today. Freaking ladder's always falling off. I hope they fix that in a patch so you at least don't fall off every 10 seconds. I need to improve the tunnel for that at some point in the distant future. But now we can move on to the plots themselves. As you can see, we've lowered them so that they don't block our view of anything. When the plants are grown, I don't want like the crawler zombies to sneak through them and be hiding behind them, because I think bullets will collide with the plants themselves and not go through them, but just destroy the plants. So that would not be a good thing. Now then, around this little trench here, going to add some of these. Um, 144 sounds like a lot, but it probably is not enough. So we'll put these down here. They should be low enough that zombies can't get back out. And then we will upgrade them. 1 level. to that type. And that's going to be all around all the plots. The next step is going to take out a 2 wide strip along the edges. Or at least supposed to be a 2 wide strip. Where'd the dirt go? There it is. Now, as a bit of an homage to Minecraft, the edge around the actual farm is going to be wooden logs, just straight up logs. And then around the edges of that, before we get to this, we're going to have a little walkway of cobblestone. Like that. And I think I have enough cobblestone on me to finish that. So that's how that's going to go, and then that'll leave us an 8x8 area in which to farm. And we'll still have to do something about the corn. But let me finish these 5, and I will be right back. Okay, our farm plots are done. Unfortunately, with the new way they're doing farming, we cannot put near as many plants in an area as I was expecting. Not only can we only place them on the little raised portions, but the raised portions are diagonal to the grid of other building blocks, and I don't seem, or there doesn't seem to be a way to get them to go perpendicular like I want along this way. At least that way we'd be able to get at least half as many, but not good. So I think we'll end up having another large plot out here for corn, and then maybe yet another one for goldenrods. But these will do for things like potatoes and cotton, and probably blueberries. I have corn planted here instead of cotton, but I think that's what we'll end up doing for the extra farming part. We may make it twice as wide too, but just have one big one that goes all the way across, and twice as far this way too. That should give us enough corn, I hope. I'll need to do a little bit of math to make sure that I have enough. I want at least to plant a stack every time. As for the rest of the stuff, I'm not going to be able to do that anytime soon because we need to mine more cobblestone for that, and then melt it down to make cement and all that kind of stuff. But this will provide us food for a little bit. I am running low on canned goods because they're a little bit more difficult to get nowadays. I'm not sure what we'll do next episode. We may work on our building that's going to be over there, or we may go back to the city. Though there is another thing I could do with the farm thing, and that is make them vertical. Dig underneath these, and like have a window for sunlight to go down. Just have multiple layers, but that would be a little bit difficult to harvest. It is something I thought about doing though. Not really worth it with farm plots this small. Anyway, like if you like, subscribe if you're not, leave a comment if you have anything to say. I do read all comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.